right. He's going to stand back and watch, as are we.
I thought Dave was maybe standing on top of a small ladder to do that interview. He's a big man.
Oh, boy.
He is huge.
I call him Mr. Lurch.
Yeah, Mr. Lurch, exactly.
I like to stand next to him because I look a lot thinner.
What do you think Equalizer? I'm just going to let that one go. You like Equalizer or you like Wilderness in this one?
Oh, Lurch brought up a good point that they're going to try to run the course clean, and Equalizer's had so much problems knocking over barriers. I'm going to go with Equalizer.
It's kind of hard not to, but I was really impressed with Meager in that first run.
They are side by side off the line. They're all off to the left. Now, we're in trouble.
Equalizer is going over.
No, he's not. No, my heaven.
Upside down goes the Equalizer.
It took a week for it to lay over on its side. I didn't think it was ever going to, you know, if the barriers hadn't have been there, I believe he could have driven it out. He had it all the way on his side, but he hadn't given up. He was still fighting it.
The USA Motorsports crew right on top of it. Watch this from the roof cam.
Now, they are just about as close at this point that anyone could be. Watch him when he comes off, though, right in this area. Now he lays it over his side. It's not over with. He's still driving the truck. He's trying to bring it around. But see that barrier right there? I think that's what cost it. He had to come back around and just lays it over real easy. I don't think the truck is hurt. I think he'll be back in the drag racing.
Not hitting the barrier, but what you're saying is if he didn't have the barrier there, he could have kept driving it that way.
He could have kept driving on its side.
And it might have come back around.
Brought it back on it around. Right here, Ralph, see, he's trying to drive it out. He's cutting the tires. He's not over yet. Man, it's too late at that
would
point.
be tremendous side bite.
Oh, it is great.
That would be absolutely unbelievable side bite, and he could bring that thing back over.
It's been done before. But
now he is out of the truck. Kevin Pugh and the crew from USA Motorsports helping to get him out. They want to get this truck back over. He wants to go drag racing here in a little bit.
Well, he don't want to get all the oil and liquids up inside the motor. He wants to get it back over as quick as you can. He's looking at it. It's not hurt, David. Let's go racing. Ralph, just something that you might want to remember, and probably should just let this go. The Wilderness truck has not finished the race yet.
Wow. Dave Burns, what do you think?
Well, David Morris is watching real quick here. He's watching the action, so we can see that he's trying to, as you said, get it righted so that he can race this thing again. And biggest cheerleader right now is the guy that owns this. It's David Morris, and we see fluid hopping out all over the place, and he's going to get a quick look at it here. We'll ask him for his impressions. David, initial thoughts on the damage?
Oh, hell, I don't know yet. Well, you know, there's no way to tell until we get time to check it out and look it over, so.
Were you still driving it when you run inside there?
Giving everything she had, trying to get it back up, but it just, without a locker in there, you know, if I'd have had a locker just in, I might could have saved it, but with the open rear ends, it tried, but it just didn't make it.
All right, we're going to let the champ go and see if he can get this thing back for drag racing.
Well, they are
giving reason why, because he jumped the gun.
You are on board with Dan Patrick and Sampson as he backs that beautiful Chevy up.
Oh, this should be a great ride. Dan says the horsepower up on this truck about twice what it was last year.
And that's what he's going to see when he hits that first set of cars. Nothing but the Metrodome roof. Now, you see them shut the motor off and raise their hands up, Mike.
Well, RII, remote ignition interrupter, and that is something that shuts the engine off in case there was a problem. There is a gentleman standing on the sidelines that makes a decision whether to kill the motor. And what they do is test that shut-off button. And that, when they raise their hands, then they shut the truck down. Another sign of safety from the good folks at USA Motorsports. Going to be a great race. I mean, a great race. Patrick Allen.
I think Dan Patrick and Sampson. No, we got another one upside down.
Uh-oh.
Executioner on its roof.
I saw it coming, and there was nothing you could do about it. But, Ralph, I want to refresh your memory. You wasn't there, but I want to refresh your memory. Memphis, Tennessee, first race of the year last year. Executioner on its roof.
Yep. Yep. Here it is again, Mike. Watch that right lane.
The race is good. There's not a problem with the race. Patrick is just out. He covers it. He gets off to the side, but he can't stop it. He's out there on the pavement, and it's just as slick as glass. He starts sliding. Then when he gets down here to the turtle shells, The truck rolls over, and there's nothing, absolutely not one thing that can be done about it.
Those are the 2 bumps or set of bumps down there for the Pro Arena truck course. And when he got down there into that, that's what really upset the balance.
Well, maybe we could take a look at that just one more time because of the way that went.
Let's go on board with Sampson first, Mike, and see what Dan Patrick saw, and I guarantee you a lot of it is going to be the roof of the Metrodome.
Oh, he had a beautiful run. Now, all right. Still in. Now he's in 2nd gear, and it's over with.
Meanwhile, just off to his right,
Yeah, that didn't take long, did it?
Executioner was going upside down. There's Dan Patrick walking back after checking to see how his
Yes, I'd like to do that.
competitor was doing.
This is going to be great because we're going to take a look one more time at what happened to the Executioner. And I think it'll become very obvious this time around. Now watch when he comes off to the cars, he gets over on this side. There's no dirt over here. And this part of the arena is just becomes, the floor is very slick. Well, there's no way of stopping the truck, and then he hits these bumps right in here, and the truck just lays over on its side.
Well, Mark Hall is the driver of the Executioner. He is out of the truck, and he is with Dave Burns.
And he's been doing this a lot of years, and flipping is something he doesn't ever want to get used to. Mark, what happened at the end of the course?
I don't know. I think we had a good run going, and I don't know. I had a good run going, and then when I come off the landed there, I think I got onto the concrete there a little bit, and then I got into the tough truck course, and that just put me over.
Anyway, I mean, you were driving it obviously there at the end, but they're pretty tough to save when they're that far over.
Yeah, we was working at it, but I don't know. I think it was just carrying too much momentum, and then we got on that concrete and started sliding around. So.
All right, a quick exit in the side-by-sides for the Executioner.
So Mark Hall is done for the night. Executioner knocked out of the competition. We'll be back with more. Can Firestone Wilderness bounce back? We'll find out when we return to the Metrodome in Minneapolis, Minnesota.